Good afternoon, all. Things always work out the way we hope. You just have to pick yourself up and find a new direction to join. So, I wish and welcome each and every one of you to the 6-day faculty development program on Mind Your Mind by our today's chief guest, Mr. S. Stephen Raj, Director at EPA, Chennai. Welcome the new day with a smile on your face, a good thoughts of your mind, and it makes a wonderful day. Now I request Dr. V. Sabariraja, Head Department of English, to welcome the gathering.
Extend your arms in welcome to the future. The best is yet to come. With this quote, I welcome the management members of SNMV College of Arts and Science, who are always been our support behind our success. I welcome our principal, Dr. B. Subramani, who is a kingpin of our institution, where he leads us in each and every ups and downs. And I welcome the convener of this particular 8-day faculty development program, Dr. Bhagiraj. I welcome all the heads of the departments, faculty members, students, and all the participants to this particular 8-day faculty development program on Mind Your Mind. And I failed to forget, welcome our chief guest, Dr. Stephen Raj, who accepted our request and come forward to deliver his lecture on adaptive approaches for modern teaching and research. Sir, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
So I thank Dr. Bhagiraj for giving the opportunity to welcome everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. I feel extremely privileged to introduce such a personality, Mr. S. Stephen Raj, Director at CPA, Chennai. He is a dynamic and result oriented professional with over 30 years of rich experience in training, academic program development, and as consultant counselor. He has a good core competence in overall management of project analysis and providing training guidance and counseling for the uplift, welfare, and empowerment of the employees and youth. He has an in number of hands-on experience in conducting in-depth research on human relations and other cultural issues related to behavioral and social sciences. He is an excellent communicator with exceptional analytical, people management, and coordinator skills and proven abilities in achieving optimum level of customer satisfaction. He has an extensive experience in developing and implementing administration policies and strategies for optimizing resource utilization, enhancing operational efficiency. Mr. Stephen Raj, he is an expert in soft skill training, entrepreneurship training, relationship and psychology, and software trainings. Now, I am much elated to hand over the session to such a personality. Sir, the session is yours.
Thank you, one and all. Uh, okay, so today session is Mind Your Mind. So once this title is Mind Your Mind, it makes us to think what is mind and what is mind your mind. Always there will be a question with all of you. Uh, you think that what is mind your mind, what is going to be delivered, and what we are going to get certain things. Okay, right. So mind your mind is a heading topic which makes us to think and focus on your thought and reconstruct your thoughts. This is mind your mind. Okay, having a knowledge on writing, writing, reading, maths, science, and all subject knowledge, it is excellence. It is an expertise. But ability to transfer the knowledge into the another person is what makes an excellence. It is an important one. Understanding is the major role plays with us when we deliver lecture or making them to making others to understand it. What is understanding? Was understanding the students or understanding the public or understanding the home people, so or understanding the relationship, there is a question always, are you listening? This question is raised by everyone in all the classroom, most of the people, with the students even at home. We are all thinking that they are not listening. Most of the students are not listening. We are always focusing on the student, and we are thinking that they are not listening and always asking questions. Are you listening? Actually, they are listening. How we act, how we behave with them, how we are teaching, how we are communicating, and how we are taking decision, how we are handling our emotions, how we are reacting, and how we are responding. All the things are indirect message goes to the student's brain, and students are always listening to us, but we are thinking that they are not listening, but they are not listening lessons, but they are listening many things, and they are acquiring knowledges from our indirect information, through our behavior, through our communication, many things, many things. Each and every person, when we meet students, we convey a lot of informations to the students. Perfection is not ultimate action. Always perfection is not always. See, if you say perfections, uh, we will not get updated version of the mobile or anyone. See, if you need updated version, there is no perfection. Perfection is for certain range, but when we need to update, it is needed always. So there is no perfection, there is always a black. We take number of decisions every day we are taking number of decisions. uh, do you know how many decisions we are taking every day? Anybody listen to our brain? Anybody watch that, focused on our brain? How much listening, how much for decision, how many decisions I am taking in the whole day? What are the decisions are positive, what are the decisions are negative? What what are the actions we are taking according to our decision, and what are the actions involved with the emotions and anger, how we are responding, how we are reacting? Many questions we need to ask. If you take this into your brain, we are first, when we wake up from the bed, when we open your eyes in the bed after your deep sleep in the night, early morning you are opening your eyes, then you are taking a decision whether I need to get up or not. If I want to get up, means if I have any urgent work, then automatically we'll get up and go. Then we are taking a decision to get up. If we are not having any urgent work, if it is a regular day, means we take some decision. It is necessary to get up immediately or not. Shall I go for another 5 to 10 minutes sleep? When we take decision to go for another 5 minutes to 10 minutes sleep, then it may take to for half an hour, half an hour to half a day for some other person. It depends upon the person. Okay, so this kind of decision, when we start the day, we are taking every day, we are focusing on the decision, but really we are focusing decision on our mind or not. Okay, it all happening through our thoughts. It all happening our thoughts. It is called cognition. We call it as cognition. On the other hand, it is we call it as language processing, thinking, problem solving, data processing, shortlisting, rearranging the what we shortlisted, planning. We are planning many things, putting into action whatever we plan. We are putting into the action, evaluating, and all happenings in our brain. It is come from our mind only. See, many things, all total process. There are two major area plays in our brain. That is, one is thoughts, the other one is feelings. We have many feelings, we have many number of thoughts. We focus on thoughts, thinking someone. thinking, and sometimes we focus on feelings. We are interconnecting with some thoughts creates more feelings, and we react or respond according to the feelings, according to the thoughts. Vice versa, according to the emotions and feelings, we create thoughts. See, if you think our regular action and most of the things connected with thinking and emotions, the ratio of the thinking and emotions, it may vary. Sometimes we have a lot of thinking, a lot of emotions, little thinking. Sometimes we have a lot of thinking, little emotions. It depends upon the situation, it depends upon the environment, it depends upon the people we meet, it depends upon the time. It varies from time to time. So it is work. We are working on the thinking and feeling process. Are we thinking that how we are thinking, how we are evaluating, how we are processing, how we are recognizing? Are we thinking all these things? Learning the processing. Okay, we suffer sometime. We get hurt sometime. We get hurt by people. We failed in some cases. From this hurting and suffering and learning and failed in some other actions, see, we learn lot. We learn many things, and we are taking action according to the results of our thoughts and action. When we fail, no, we take decision whether we can continue or we can leave it. In certain cases, in some projects, some action we are taking, and we get fail means we think that then whether we can continue with this or not, or we can leave this. This process also gives us more learning and more knowledge. If you take action and going further, if even though if you are failed, then you will have a lot of processing inside. If someone criticizes you, we think to change, or we are thinking in we go into not to do anything. If someone we will face the many things, we will face many criticizes, all creates mental blocks. These kind of mental blocks process your thinking again. Thinking to change will take some process. Thinking to change will take some process, and connecting positive emotions. There are many in the information connecting with the positive emotions, which gives more energy. If you have a positive emotions, if you have very good motivation, enthusiasm, then automatically you increase your skills in your develop your thoughts. Your action will be more, and you do all the things with the full energy and happy mood. We create a lot of informations which is stored wonderfully. That gives a pleasure. Okay, at the same time, taking a decision not to do anything. If we are going for a negative side, we are not ready to do any further process for any action. Our brain connecting our thought process or data processing with the negative emotions. When it get negative emotions, automatically your energy is going down. Then what we do, we our actions are slowing down. So depends upon the positive energy, depends upon the negative energy. We do things, and we are processing things. In all stages, we process and taking decision. Every stages we are processing and taking decision. How we are learning, how we are taking decision, how we are facing the situation, etc. Because of this process, how we are going to proceed with our goal, or to achieve, reach destination where we want to go, or what we want to do, what we want success. It all depends on your process, how you are taking decision, how you are communicating, how you are processing, whether you are persistently you are going or not. When you process like this, we will get many things like problems, mental blocks, people criticizes. These are all will happen when we do anything in your life. Sometimes you may get hurt, sometimes you may get happiness. People will create problems, people will hurt you, and then many things. These things will create some problems, some mental blocks, some things inside, some negative messages. We all keep this and we go further. See, there is a lady called Vandana Kataria. I don't know whether you people know or not. She is an hockey player. Hockey player. She played for India. She did a hat trick in against Argentina when they played in the World Cup, sorry, Olympic 2020. Uh, they won that match. The next match, they lost the match. So she made a record, the first woman who made an art trick in the Olympic from India team. The next day, when they failed, there are people gone into their house and they shouted with their and that they danced and bursting firecrackers, and they enjoyed. They showed their gesture and mark, and they feel happy because she lost. Why? There is a reason. This girl Vandana Kataria is a Dalit girl. See, there is a, even though if something happen, gain or loss, people are ready to end. Even if India loss is also, there are people ready to enjoy that situation, having some other information, some other negative information, and putting into our brain. They want to enjoy it. They don't want to think about why India lost the match. Say like that, people are there. There are many people, they always process in negative and positive things when we face the challenges in our life. So 40% of the blood, all the things are happening inside the brain. How? The brain needs the total from our total body's blood flow, 40% of the blood goes to the brain. The brain is hunger there because it is processing many things 24 hours. When we sleep also, it needs 20% of the blood for doing their work. Okay, the brain needs more power to process information with billions of neurons inside, and it is for action. If the neuron takes the neuron, if you say neurons, there is a small part of the cell that contains neurons and actions. uh, that action is connecting one neuron to another neuron in the brain. So the electrical pulses create the informations. How? We have 5 channels. That 5 channels are called our senses. Millions of inputs are coming to us. Millions of inputs are coming to us every minute, but we focus only on few things which needs to right now. The the brain processes such a way. With the brain always receive the many number of messages, but it is focusing on recognizing and only on few messages which is needed for us. On the other end, the brain mostly focuses on the survival inputs. First thing, they take always survival inputs. We are sitting here, we are listening. You are hearing my voice, the audio is going inside. You are listening me, and the visual impact is going inside. uh, the message, my visual, my image is going to your eyes, and it is going to the brain. My audio are going inside. You are focusing and you are understanding. It is going inside, and what I am talking, it is going, and you are processing and understand the meanings of everything. But on the other hand, you are not recognizing your taste. You are not recognizing your touch feeling. You are not smelling anything. The three other senses, not, it doesn't mean it is not, they are not working. They are working, but brain is not recognizing. If something goes behind, begin something goes begin back, and it hurts us, immediately we turn and we see what is happening, because the brain says some information has come. That information, it creates some problem. There is a threat in the backside. You just see that first and then take action. The brain says indirectly, but immediately we turn and see what is happening inside, and we find that we leave all the things, whatever the message coming, whatever the seminar is going, whatever this person is going, we don't worry about it, but immediately we focus on the backside, what is there inside back, the backside we find and we removed once we got satisfied. And say nothing is there when the information is coming to your brain, there is nothing not to worry, there is no threat, it is just an information. When you are get complete satisfaction, only then your focusing will be here. So the other senses are also focusing on your body, but we are recognizing on the certain senses, through certain senses only, and focusing on certain words only. If it is necessary, only the brain takes more action. Otherwise, it keeps quiet. At the same time, it is taking the message. I'm sitting comfortable. The cushion is fine now. It is so nice. The arms are very comfortable, and the back is resting peacefully. So all these messages are going inside, but brain is taking all the informations. There are lights. There are people. I'm seeing. There are people. Nobody is watching me. I can think that nobody is watching me. Whether you are watching or not, you are not open. There is no video visual. So there are a lot of messages going inside, and that message creates a lot of communication also. Say whether people are watching or not listening to. Say I'm talking to myself. It seems I'm talking to myself. Okay, it doesn't mean it doesn't show that nobody is there. See, I'm always imagine. I gave an information that there are people sitting and watching and listening my talk. I gave the information to my brain. The brain is processing and delivering my words. If I think wrongly, negative things, if I take some wrong message, see there are people are sitting in front of me, but they close their video and they are not listening me, and they are not focusing on my words. There is a talk what which I am giving to everyone. It is not necessary to focus on the further of complete deep and deep information, not necessary, because I don't know whether people are watching or not, or listening or not. Means, see, there is a lot of indirect messages coming to our brain. See, when it is coming to our brain, the process takes information whether further action is necessary or not. If the further, say, I already gave the information to my mind. The subconsciously I set out. That is focusing. That message gives complete focus on your seminar. So it is going. If I think like that in the negative ways, I don't do anything. The brain will not process. My messages will not come. The flow will not come. There will not be any action in my face, in my body. So my voice modulation will not be in proper way. So these are the things will happen when we have some information, or that information creates a threat. So such a way the brain is processing millions of information. So okay, so we focus on the certain things. Mostly we focus on survival inputs. I told you, I explained everything. The brain automatically process the grouping system information also. So what is grouping information? I'm sitting here, I'm a trainer. Okay, you are all sitting there. There are people from professors, there are lecturers, there are students, there are these are the groups. There are you are all lecturers, you are the group. I'm the trainer. If I have another trainer, another two trainer in with me, we have the trainers. There is a group. The brain process the group. Then the teachers from other out of the states, out of Tamil Nadu. So there is a group. If the whole thing means you are the teachers, professors, you are the teachers, and the trainer. But together we are all human. There is a group. See, this group. See, if I am having a light here, table here, and a photo here, in backside chair is there. There are things here. Things are here. There is a things. This group of things is here. So the brain is having the message that there is a group called things. If some animals are coming, dog is coming or cat is coming, means so the brain processes there is an animal group is coming inside. So such a kind of grouping messages also brain is processing. This way, we are creating groups also in our brain. There must be a food group. There must be non-living things, like I told you, picture, light, many things. There must be picture groups. Such way, we have many processing groups also in our brain, but we are not recognizing all these things. But it is coming to your brain. So if you focus and find, then you will mind your mind. Okay, there is a question I'm going to ask you. I don't know whether you will answer it or not. Anyhow, I'll tell you. A equal to 10, C equal to 30. What is in between? A equal to 30, 10, C equal to 30. What is in between? Anybody can say your answer. If it is possible, can I get someone to answer? Bakiraj, if anybody answers, could you
Yes.
please tell me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm just waiting, sir.
Okay. I said very clearly A equal to 10, C equal to 30. What is in between?
Sir, some answer from the audience.
Yeah,
B 20, sir.
B is 20. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, right. How many people answered?
Sir, 4.
4. Is there any different answer?
No, sir. Only
No.
20.
Okay, right. That's good. Nice. There is another question I'm going to ask you. 4 into 4 equal to 16. 6 into 6 equal to 36. What is in between?
Sir, 20, sir. So one
20.
answer from
4,
Merkur
4
Jabin,
into 4
20.
into 4 equal to 16. 6 into 6 equal to 36. What is in between?
So one answer from Subhashini, madam,
Okay,
26.
26. Okay, then any other answer?
Dr. Vijay Chitra is giving 25.
Okay, any other?
So Govindraj Ramesh Babu is giving 25.
Okay, very good. Any other?
No, sir.
No, okay. Shubhashni, madam, is she able to talk with me
No,
or
sir.
not?
Only
No,
chatting only,
okay,
sir.
okay, leave it. How she arrived? Is the Shubhashni? She put 26, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, could you please, Shubhashni, could you please type how did you arrive this? Is she typing?
No reply from her side, sir.
No reply.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Leave it. If she gives the answer, then I can explain. Otherwise, also I will explain. Okay, right. Very good. See, she gave a 26 answer, but rest of the people are gave 25. So the thing is, the first one is A equal to 10, B equal to B equal to 20, C equal to 30. It is a logic one. It is a logic one. But the 4 into 16, 6 into 6, 4 into 4 16, 6 into 6 36, and as what is in between, some people said 21, one professor said 26, and the rest of them said 25. So one professor applied the logic which I gave earlier. The rest of them, they have not applied the logic. They already have the information inside, which is mathematics. The process becomes because the message we have, it is a mathematics. They thought that it is a mathematical question. 4 into 4 equal to 16. 16 into 16 is 13, 36. Then what may be the in between? They thought that 5 into 5 equal to 25. They applied mathematics, but she applied logical. There is a question they would have asked whether it is logical one or mathematical one. Immediately they would have asked it. No one has asked because they are always we are processing on our thought process which we have inside, that is called frame of reference. Okay, so I will not say whether it is correct or wrong, but I just want to say which is logic, which is mathematics. So we are applying always on the logical side or mathematical side, which is the process. Okay, there is another question I'm going to ask you. Okay, uh, there are 10 birds in a tree. I shot one bird. How many birds are there in the tree now? Could you please answer? There are 10 birds in a tree. I shot one bird. Okay, how many birds are there in the tree? Anybody is giving answer?
So not yet. I think they will.
Okay, okay. Let me wait. One.
So no birds.
No birds.
From,
Okay.
from Mr. Kannan, Mrs. Radha and Prissy Joy. Koindraj Ramesh Babu mentioned fly away,
Okay.
and Banu, Mrs. Banu is giving 0,
Hmm.
and Sir Sachin Patel, no bird in the tree, and Kavita also giving 0, and Dr. Nitin
Hmm.
Pandey is giving 10.
Hmm. Okay, whatever it may be, the answers it varies. Okay, but there is a communication incompletion. There is a communication incompletion. There are a lot of questions should be asked. Questions in this statement. See, I said there are 10 birds in the tree. I shot one bird. How many birds are there? So it is not completed. There are a lot of inside information. There are a lot of inside information required. How? Am I used original gun or fake gun? If I used original fake gun, all the birds will be there. Nothing has happened. Okay. Then what happened to the bird I shot? It is dead or escaped? There is a question again. Either all birds are having hearing sense properly, all birds are having hearing sense properly or not. There may be one or two birds may not be having hearing sense, so they may sit. After shut, the bird died or not. So these are the questions indirectly there. There are in each and every statement, there are many questions get to clarified and to answer. Otherwise, our answer will not be correct. So this such a way brain is processing. We need to think inside. There are a lot of information that is mind your mind. What we do, we assume many things according to our experience in our life. Okay, how we perceive the message, we take the information and we perceive something, and we give answer according to the perceive what we, that creates an impact on our answer which may not be correct, which may be correct sometimes. So most of the time which may not be correct. So this kind of process is happening in our brain. Okay, the brain process in such a way, it starts from the language. When we start the language, when we are in the baby, when we the language how it has come. When a baby takes the sound, hears the sound, hears the message. But before that, before we evaluating, before we find the language, before we find the letters, what has happened? First, the sound we created, the human sound they created, human sound. Then the sound is converted into letters. Letters became words. Words became sentences. Sentences became speech. Then only we formed certain rules, and we said that these are the grammars. Is the grammar is necessary? Not necessary. If we communicate something, it goes to the person perfectly. That is fine. But when we learn language, the grammar isn't necessary. If you are learning the perfect language, means the grammar is necessary. Otherwise, there is no need for grammar. People are chatting today. Are they using the proper words and are they using the proper grammar? Even when we talk, there are people making grammar mistake, everything. But thing is whether we communicated or not. If it is communicated, the problem solved. Nobody worries about the grammar. So there is a system we created. It all come from our experience. It all because of our brain. That is a process. It because the message we received in our mind, it is processed, and looking into the process of the mind, we developed a lot of new things. Lot of the new things we develop according to the things we learned from the beginning. Approximately, there are 6,000 languages in the world. Approximately 6,000 to 7,000 languages in the world. There are 50% of the people speaks only 20 languages. In 60,000 languages are in the world, but there are only 50% speaks only 20 languages. 20 languages. The rest of the languages spoken by only the minimum people of 10,000 minimum. So if we know 2 3 languages within the 20 languages, it is very easy for us to communicate with the world. So we do many things successfully because of the language which we know. We learn from the sound. It all the process from the mind. The process of the mind only created the sound and many conversion. Sound to word, word to word, sound to letter, letter to word, letter to sentence, sentence to speech, and everything we converted. Okay, only through the language, a child starts communicate with parents. How the child learns the language? It is through acquiring the information, not learning, not focusing. Child is not learning anything in the beginning. The born baby just listening mother and seeing and taking information how she is how pronouncing the producing the sound. They are producing the sound and the body language and the voice movement, voice clip and the modulation. So these are the things are being conveyed to the child. Child is just taking the information which is not the word, which is not, there is no any meaning, but it understand mummy is making such a sound and making some voice modulations with some body language. So I should, this is the meaning for that. It takes and understand. They doesn't know what she is talking. Only through the language side starts communication. So it is through acquiring the information. Child starts to talk to the parents later, asking their needs, calling parents, information, giving information and learning, etc. It is happening later. After learning languages, child moves to the next step into the world. First, they are taking languages. First, for language, they are taking the sound information and the voice modulation of the mother. They easily understand the others voice and other sound. They easily understand. They know that this is mother, sound of mother. This is voice modulation of mother, but they don't know the meaning of that, what she is talking. But they can understand what mother is communicating and something is she is telling. It is taking after learning the language. Okay, then based on this learning, we are learning the language completely from the, then we are learns many languages or many working, communicating, decision making, emotional expressions, love, friendship, attention, anger, sad, mood, anything we are learning once we learn the language. So that makes you to express. And later then only we learn the technology, we learn the computer. So first learning from the baby is sound. So the language is important. Look into our brain. You come to know how we learn. What are the information and communication it's coming. How we are taking decision. All we learned. By the time of 15 years, when the baby to 0 to 15 years, 15 to 18 years, boy or girl, the child knows approximately 60,000 words. Child knows approximately 60,000 words. Per year, we learned 2,500 to 3,000 words. 2,500 to 3,000 words we are learning. 10 new words per day. 10 new words per day during this period. 15 years or from 0 to 15 to 18 years. Okay. So approximately we are learning 10 new words. Think how smart we used our brain during this period. Child 15 to 18 years, we are learning complete process how smart we are. Unfortunately, our parents or teachers are not part of this learning. Unfortunately, we are parents are not part of the learning. Teachers, all teachers teaches only 200 new words per year. The other 2,300 or 2,800 words child learns from the environment, from the learning from the others, the situation, and outside of the world, from the society. These are the things are teaching. This is called as human wonder. We don't know how we are learning. This is called as human wonder. 0 to 5, any child learn lot with the maximum speed of learning. 0 to 5. If you focus and see the kids, the babies are how fast they are learning, how fast they are reacting, how fast they are connecting and coming out. It is really amazing for us. It is really amazing for us. Okay, this is called. See, they are taking the message. They are taking the message with the empty slate. There is no previous message when they born. They are taking messages from the environment and the society, the world, world from the world, the external world. They are taking lot of information through seeing, through hearing, through smelling, through touching, feelings, hugging, smiling. Everything they are taking the message. This is called tabula rasa. It is called a tabula rasa because they are filling in the empty slate. This way, brain takes the message from the childhood with very speed, and we surprise that how the speed is going. But it is not that very difficult to maintain the same speed of learning later. Receptive, there is a receptive language. It is called milestone development. Moving from the next stage, I'm saying that is moving from simplicity to complexity. The next stage of learning, it is called my receptive language. Uh, moving, it is a development milestone. The next milestone, moving from simplicity to complexity. 4 months baby understand the difference from the mother's sound and others sound. 4 months baby, the mother's emotions and the others emotions also 4 months baby understands. Baby doesn't understand the meaning of the word, I has already told you, but understand the meaning of the voice, modulation, tonality. Baby associate with the things. See, if we are taking remote and we are switching on something, means it understand the things, and if we do this, then it is happening that it is connecting. It is associating the information with that image, so it creates and it imitates it modeling what mommy is doing, what daddy is doing, what brother is doing, what other people are doing, everything is getting immediate and taking the message, reacts and responds according to the situation. This is what baby is doing. Baby receives all the messages and understands later and connects it everything and remembers everything and flow follows when it happens continuously. The same thing it happens in a process. If it is later, it is necessary and it continues. 7 month baby learns new information, new messages comes to his brain, it absorbs immediately even after 7 months. Okay, any new information, any new man. Okay, unfortunately the grown up person doesn't learning any things immediately when it receives. Okay, example, the language, any message, any language we speak with the babies, they think it is not a language, it is a message, something coming to our brain. They are taking, if you say in English or Tamil or Telugu or any language, automatically people baby takes the message. They doesn't know what language it is, they know only the sound and the meaning, they connect with the meaning of the sound. It automatically absorbs. Learning is very fast and learning is very quick, immediately learning, but it is not happening when we are grown up. But when we see the babies are doing something and learning and doing something, we should appreciate them. Baby, whatever does, we should appreciate, smile, hug. These are the things we are giving something to the baby, and it creates some energy and it makes to reinforce into the brain, and it is the process happening to develop their brain for too fast. So there should not be any negative emotions, we should avoid it. So we always make hugging, smiling, handshaking, many things, whatever it is possible. How we communicate our emotions, how we communicate with the positive message. It is always helps the babies to learn. Why I'm telling all these things from starts from baby to things. Now, how the brain is processing. We know the difference of the language, the sounds. We are not taking. We are not learning. See, once we grown up, we are taking decision. It is difficult to learn any language, any words. So other languages, if we are not understanding, but baby doesn't bother about the language or name or anything. It learns a lot. But we have the message that once grown up, this is the other language, the sounds that sounds different, I'm not using that one. So I find that it is difficult, but intentionally I want to learn something new, means I am focusing my brain, I am giving my brain instruction, I am giving instruction to my brain to learn that one. So then once you give the instruction, that message goes inside brain, started processing, you are taking information. Once you understood, then you are creating an interest. It creates, once you learn to know, it creates interest. Once you understood the information which it is coming new, and if you are feeling happy, it creates lot of energy, then that energy flows again and it makes you to learn again. This process goes like that. Such a way we learn languages, the communicate. Then we are communicating, then we are taking the making decision. With this decision, we are the relationship develops. With that communication, the relationship develops lot. We have a close relationship, we have affection, love and affection. After certain stage, we come to an argument. The argument because of our thoughts. Argument happens if it is not possible to learn karate by the handicapped person. One handicapped person, if you see any handicapped person, do you think that it is possible to learn karate for him? No. We are always thinking that when we see somebody, see, it is a frame of reference. It is means we have the information already within the frame. That frame we are applying the message which is we are facing or receiving. I give an example. One boy got an accident, lost his left hand. Then he is getting depressed. It is in the depression. Then people are relations are worried. The friends are worried. One friend told him that go and learn karate. He asked, I lost my left hand. How can I learn karate? He said, go and just meet the master. Then you will have an idea. Then you will have, once you are involvement there, then you will have confidence, self confidence. Once you get the self confidence, you forget all about that. Just to go and learn, he said. Then he met this fellow met a karate teacher. Karate teacher asked about interest. He told about his interest, and the teacher said, "Okay, join." And he asked, "Did you see my hand? I am not having." Yes, I saw you. You are not having a left hand. Then what is there? So am I learn karate? He asked the teacher. The teacher said, "Don't worry, just learn, join, and then you see how you are learning or not." Then he joined with the karate class, and the master trained him for an year. 1 year he learned. After training a year, there is a tournament from the one place. There is a tournament. The teachers send him on behalf of his school for the tournament. He is surprised. How can I go? He said, teacher said the confidence, give the confidence, go and fight. You know that everything. You learned a lot from 1 year. This fellow gone to the tournament, won all the rounds till the semi-final. Even he won the semi-final also. Then he ready for final. The opponent who is going to meet him in the final, he already got the champion. The fellow is a very big fellow, personality wise. He already got the championship and the karate. This fellow worried and asked the master to give me extra training to meet this fellow, this opponent fellow. Master said, what time? Asked him, what time your final? Next day. He said 9 a.m. 9 a.m. the morning, my final is there. The master said, come and meet me at 8:55 a.m. He confused and he asked again, master, how are you serious? Master said, I am serious. You come and meet me at 8:55 a.m. Uh, this fellow worried and what he is going to teach within the 5 minutes or even the 5 minutes, 4 minutes between that gap. He is worried, but he has some confidence with the master. He met him next day. Master says totally 3 rounds. There are each round 5 minutes. Master explained him. First 2 rounds, don't attack him. He said he just gave him the idea, don't attack him. Just make a defense play. Just make a defense play. Don't get anything attacked by you. Then you don't attack. Just make a defense play. Then he faces the 2 rounds and followed the master instructions. The opponent got one in both the 2 rounds. He got 4 points. He lost. This fellow lost two rounds. The final round, third round. Then he asked the master what to do in third rounds. I already lost 2 rounds. He is afraid. Master said simply, don't worry. This time you just apply one technique. He said some name. That technique is not a major technique. It is a very simple basic step. It is a very simple basic step, he said. You just do it. When you start, immediately the match started, where referee gave the whistle, then immediately you apply this technique, he said. He is worried, but even though he needs to go for a third round, he used the basic technique with the opponent. Opponent doesn't know he is going to give the simple step. He didn't expect that. He applied the simple test technique and attacked him. The champion fell down. That's all. He couldn't get up. He got the full points. He won the match. After receiving the cup, he met Master and asked, "How come it happened? How it has happened?" He said very clearly, when you use these basic techniques, the opponent should catch your left hand and react. Unfortunately, you are not having left hand. Unfortunately, he couldn't find your left hand. This is the technique. So he applied the mind, how to face the situations. This is the frame of reference he is having inside the mind, and he applied with this, changing the frame of reference, which we have already inside, but change it. When you change the frame of reference, automatically we do any successful things, we do wonderful things. Mind will give you something wonderful to you. So, what to do? Always don't apply the existing frame of reference which you have already. Just have a thinking and go ahead further. Okay, there is another example. I don't know whether you people are know or not. The Arumina Sinha. She's an Indian volleyball player, as a volleyball player and a football player, but she is best in volleyball. She lost one leg. She is the world's first climber of one leg lady climbed Mount Everest. Not only Mount Everest, Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, Mount Elbrus in Russia, Mount Kosciuszko, Australia, Mount Akongo, South Africa. So, such a wonderful lady she did, even with the one leg. How? How she lost one leg? Shinwa was born in Ambedkar Nagar near Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Her father was an Indian army man. Her mother was an supervisor in health department, not superior, supervisor in health department. Sinha, former volleyball player and football player. She she went to Delhi actually. She boarded in Batmavati Express train at Lucknow for Delhi on 12th April 2011 to take an examination of join CASF. Okay. Unfortunately, in the train, she was pushed out a general coach of the train by the politician wanting to snatch her bag and chain, gold chain, for a personal favor. But she says, I resisted and they pushed me out of the train. I could not move. I remember seeing the train coming towards me. She fell down on the next track. I tried to getting up. By then, the train had overcome one leg. She got one leg gone. The whole day, the accident incident happened in the morning, early morning, 5 o'clock. Nobody has come to rescue her. The whole day, evening only, somehow the people got message and they rescued, and she had took into the hospital. She admitted in the hospital. Unfortunately, in the hospital there is no anesthesia. But doctor said the leg should be removed. The operation should be done immediately. If it is not done today, the next day we need to take both the leg. For unfortunately, there is no anesthesia. What to do? She said, I don't mind of the paining. See, I got severe pain the whole day. I suffered. The whole day I suffered from the morning to till now. What you are going to do will not hurt me lot because I already suffered a lot. So I can balance in my mind. I can do anything, any operation you do it immediately. There is no need for the the anesthesia, she said, and she gave an assurance. They gone for an operation, it is done successfully. But the next day his uncle came and met her. uh, she worried and told uncle, it is difficult for me to um, play for football and volleyball, so I lost my leg. She said. Her uncle said, "Don't worry, we will climb Everest. If you want to climb Everest, there is no need two legs. If you have one leg enough," he said, and he motivated. Then later she got a job in CSF and she trained. The government gave some money also. She trained herself and climbed a lot of mountains, including Everest. She got a record. If you go and see in the record, Armina Sinha, you can see all the stories. So all these happenings because of our mind. There is a process. I'm going to tell you. Okay, is there any answer for this? Let me. If anybody wants to write, you can write down the praise. I'm going to tell you the praise. I don't know. I don't know. If anybody interested, please write down this. I don't know. I don't know. I know. I don't know. First sentence, I don't know, I don't know. I know, I don't know. The next sentence is I know, I don't know. The third sentence is I know, I know. The fourth one is I don't know, I know. If you could write and see, then you can have some idea what may be this. It is a learning process. Please write down what message you get from this process and type, let me know something from you people. There is a process. I don't know, I don't know. I know, I don't know. I know, I know. I don't know, I know. 4 lines. First line is I don't know, I don't know. The second line is I know, I don't know. The third one is I know, I know. The last one is I don't know, I know. Write down and tell me what do you think about this line, what this process says, anything, any answer from you people. Bakiraj, are you getting any
Yes,
answer?
sir. Waiting for the answer, sir.
Mhm.
Just a minute, sir.
How many participants?
So it's about hundreds now. The
Okay,
live.
okay. Are you recording this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is. It is there.
Did you get any answer?
I think the answer is on the way, sir,
Okay,
because of
okay,
the
okay. I'm
YouTube
waiting.
link.
I just want to process your brain. Just think and process and what you are thinking, what may be this one, what you get, what is maybe this, and any idea. Have you heard about this process earlier or not? Let me know.
Sir, one answer from
Yes,
the Koindraj Ramesh Babu. That
yes.
is, I know, I don't know is the best quality. And another one more from Shanmugam
I know, I
Venkatachalam.
don't
I
know.
know nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Another from Mr. Kiran Charan. With
Okay.
every statement, it's getting more formed that I know.
Hmm. I told you, apply this. It is a learning process. It is the space is for learning process. Apply this. If it is a learning process, what may be the thing we can mean it?
Sir, another one from Ms. Uma Devi. I
Okay.
know something but don't know many things.
Okay. Very good.
And from Ms. Jacqueline, it's
Hmm.
all how we perceive.
Okay. Very good.
And
Okay.
from Mr. Amal Basha, I don't know, I know,
Hmm.
gives us an idea of our hidden potential or abilities.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Anyhow, okay. I don't want to take further time. Okay. Leave it. Leave it. Okay. I'll explain what is it. For the first sentence is I don't know. I don't know. That means the level of learning starts from zero. What are the things exist? I don't know. What are the things exist? I don't know. Even if I am 5 years old, I don't know whether we have study after for plus two or 10th or engineering anything. Even I don't know nothing. That I don't know. Also, I don't know. The first stage is that I don't know. Which are the things I don't know? That also I don't know. That is the thing. It is called, we call it as unconscious incompetent. We call it as unconscious incompetent. For example, you even 5 years or before that, we may not know. Some most of the people doesn't know there is a swimming pool. Later, later, we will come to know there is a swimming pool. As I said, we come to know there is an engineering degree. Later, even after 10th or 12th, when we study 10th or 12th, we will come to know there is an engineering degree. That is the stage. I know something, but I don't know what it is exactly. That is the next process. The third one is I know. I know there is a swimming pool. I know how to swim. I know there is an engineering degree. I studied already engineering. I know what are the papers are there, what are the subjects are there, what are the how many degree engineering degrees are there. I know everything. I learned something. In first year there are some subject. In second year there are some subject. In third year some subject. Fourth year there are some subject. I know exactly which are the subject comfortable for me, which are the subject not comfortable for me, which are the subject interesting for me, which are subject else for me. Lot of things we will come to know. That is complete learning. That is, I know what it is exist and I know what it is exactly. Learning of complete things. The third stage of process in our learning. It is not just in swimming pool, it is not just in degree. In every learning, this is the process. First stage, we don't know nothing, anything. The second stage, we'll come to know something what does exist. The stage, third stage only in every stage, every learning, we learn something exactly. If we are learning properly, we learn completely. That is the exact learning. The fourth stage, I told you, the second stage is conscious incompetent. The first one is I don't know, I don't know. That is unconscious incompetent. Unconscious incompetent. We don't know anything. Okay, I know I don't know. Next one, the conscious incompetent. I am incompetent, but I know I am incompetent. The third one, conscious and competent. I know I'm competent. Okay. The fourth one is I don't know. I know. I don't know. That is unconscious competent. Unconscious. What is unconscious competent? See, I am delivering this lecture. It is all coming from our brain. My brain is processing everything. If you want me to say again without any messages, whatever I delivered from the beginning to now, I don't know. I don't know how all this how it has come, but somehow I learned everything inside my brain, and it is coming fluently because of I learned everything. But I don't know how it is coming. This is called mastering stage. There are people, there are lecturers, there are masters. You go and deliver everything, but you don't know how it is coming, because it is coming because of you learned already. You are having information, you filled up with the information, and the delivering. When you deliver, the brain gives more connections. The connection process the according to the relevant information, and that relevant information giving you are delivering to the students. That is the mastering stage. If you are in the mastering stage, people will love you. People will have affection because you are fluent in your subject. You are delivering properly, and then you will have an explanations. Each and every learning should be like that. So if you want to master in any subject, make it this first one. I don't know. Don't worry if you are not knowing such certain things. Don't worry, that is the first stage of learning. If it is necessary, I will come to know what is this. If I need it, then I learn it. That is, I know. I want to master it means I will be in the last stage. I don't know, I know everything. So this is the process we learn. This is the thing. What is life? There is another question I always ask in my seminar. What is life? Any questions? Anybody question? Anybody answering? What is life according to you? Any answer?
Just waiting, sir. Yes. Sir, one answer,
Hmm.
sir.
Hmm.
Life is only thoughts and actions.
Okay, very good.
Life is loving all from Mr. Shanmugam Venkatachalam.
Okay, very good. Okay, enough. Anyhow, what I want to convey, just make this and keep in your mind. Life is minute to minute change. You don't know what will happen the next minute, but you should be ready to face the change which is going to happen in the next minute. That is life. If you are ready to face the changes in your life, in your next life, in your next moment or next minute, see, you are ready for facing any changes. Preparing your mind is the only option to change the situation. Look into that. When you look into that, automatically you are ready to face anything. You are reconstructing your mind process. Okay, there is another one question, one exercise I'm going to give now. Uh, Vakiresh, can I have time?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, right.
Sir, few more questions. That is answer for the question.
Okay,
Life is a journey of us up and downs, which leads us to build a legacy for our future generation.
okay, very
So
good.
another one is life is defined as any system capable of performing functions such as eating, metabolizing, excreting, breathing, moving, growing, reproducing,
Very good.
and responding to external stimuli.
I
Yes.
clap for everyone who answered for that. There is another question. There is a line. Are you seeing this picture? Are you seeing this picture,
Yes, sir. Yes,
Bhagirath?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
This line is called my lifeline. It is not my lifeline. Each and everyone's lifeline. Each and everyone's lifeline. Okay. Think that it is your lifeline. One end is birthday. What may be the other end? One end is birthday. Think that in this way, my lifeline, your lifeline. I told you it is your lifeline. Each and every one person's lifeline. Getting answer?
Not it, sir. Just waiting, sir.
I already gave two exercise to process your brain. Now there is another exercise, two, three exercise. There is another exercise to process your brain. Think in a different way.
Sir, one answer, sir. Actually, the attaining goals, and the next corner is maybe the attaining the goals.
Okay, right. Okay.
And another one from BJ Locke, end of life.
End of life. Okay. End of life is frame of reference. The message which you already have. E- End of life is the message which you have already have, that is in a frame. You have the frame, that with the frame you have the message that once birthday means the, if you say lifeline is next end is end of life. It is the
Yes, sir.
message you already have, but I
Sir,
want you to think different.
yes, sir. Actually, it's also a day from Mr. Shanmukam.
Ah,
And Mrs. Kavita is giving my life is a line I want to achieve something.
okay.
And Kiran Charan, and the last point is the new me as a mother.
Okay.
Only for her, I
Right,
think.
right. I don't want to take further time. Okay, leave it. See, it is. I said it is your lifeline. When you say dead means you are still alive. If it is your lifeline means you are still alive. So there is no dead. Other end. My lifeline would be from my birthday to this minute. To this minute. That's what I told you. Life is change minute to minute. So this minute, this moment, till today, this minute is my life. The answer is we can write this minute or today, this minute you can write. So that is your life. Okay. There is another question I want you to take. Okay. If your lifeline is from birthday to today, you are going to give a value for you. You are going to give a value for you. If you are giving the value for you, how much value you can give for you? I'm talking about your own value, not others. Think about you and then your own value. I'm talking about your own value. So from birthday to till today, this moment, there is an choice I'll give. There is no need for refer your negative things or anything. Don't consider your negative area of your life. Even you should not consider your positive area. I'm always a good person, so I put 100. Nothing. You should not take your good side. I am sometimes 40% negative, 40% positive, 60% positive. I am bad and 20% like that. If you are giving mark means that is also not necessary. That will be the case. Don't consider your positive or negative. Just consider how much mark you are going to give for your life from birthday to this time today. This is my question. I hope am I cleared. Bakiraj, did you understand what I said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, right.
Yes,
This
sir.
is my question. Let it is that your value should be within 100. How much mark you are going to give? Just type out.
Sir, answer from one participant 50, sir.
50. How many? How many percent? 1%.
Only
1.
1%, sir.
1%.
Yes.
50.
So another one answer is also 50, sir, from
50.
Kavita.
Okay, right. Okay.
And 100, sir,
Who is that 100?
Mr. VJ Log.
Okay, right. Then,
And Dr. Vinota Velan is giving 75.
okay.
And Shyamal Garai is
Hmm.
100, sir.
Okay, very good.
And from Ruby Karthik is 50.
Okay, very good.
And Ragul Gamer is giving 100. And from Karthika 70, Anthony Fernandez 50. And Dr. Indumati and Manimagla is giving 100. And Vishnupriya Sharma is 50. Manmeet Singh is giving 50. From Sudha Nair is 80. And Sadhana Andrew giving 50. Avnish Sharma is 50. Tamil Chelvi also 50.
Good. So, first, my clap to everyone who were answered. The next clap is for my appreciation and clap for the 100 marks who took. Okay, see, there is a communication, very clear communication. I said not to consider your positive, not to consider your negative. That means there is no need to consider anything. It is a clear communication in my statement. So it is said that how much mark you can take means you can take the whole mark. So something always, even though if we get a clear communication also, we have some frame of reference, then we want to reduce something. According to the message we have, we want to reduce. Why should we reduce? I already clearly gave information. There is no need to consider your positive or negative means it doesn't need to consider anything. Just a blank sheet. Put a mark, whatever it is, maximum level 100. That gives us confidence, that increases confidence, that creates a clear understanding. So I give a lot of information in every moment, every information there are communication things which we are how we are understanding the understanding because of our frame of reference. It is we have already, we always fight with wife and husband, we always fight, we always say that you are not understanding me, you are not understanding me, you are not understanding me. Why? We think that we want to we husband, if you are a wife, then you give some work to your husband. Sometimes your husband will not do, because every day each and every person will have a information to process the whole day. We have certain program, the planning we have planned. So morning I need to do this, next day I need to do this, at the 10 o'clock I need to do this, the 11 o'clock I need to do this, evening I need to do this, 10 o'clock I need to do. We have a process, we have a plan that is inside your brain. That is the subconscious program. We already built it, we already have it. In between somebody says some other work, it affects the message, the plan we already have. When it affects the plan we already have, we get irritated. The way which we plan the message conveyed. If voice is asking some other work with the husband means, please, first question we need to have, I want some work, is it possible for you to do this? This question gives a information to reconstruct your plan already you have, then automatically people ready to do this, then there will not be emotional impact. If you are not asking any option, if you're not giving any option, just straight away do this means do this, why you are not doing, you are always like this means, it creates an emotional block, emotional stimulation. Automatically it creates an emotions. That is the reaction, there will not be a response. So think that everyone is having some process inside. Before communicating anything, giving any job, any action, if you want to do other person, just take a message. Are you free? Are you? Is it possible for you to do? So this message gives the information to reconstruct the information you already reconstruct the plan already. If something is urgent, automatically you will say, no ma, I have some other work, it is an important one, you will communicate to me. Such a way we need to communicate taking a decision. So how far we need to look into the brain, that is our program today. That is our program today. Say I'm coming to the class, how the students are with you. There are many students, number of students, not what we expect. Always the students will be in a different process, different process. If all the student on the same process, psychologically there is a problem with some other students. So there should be a different process only, different categories only, different characterize only. They will not be the same student always. All the student will not be the same student because their process, their system is different. So first we need to have this clear information inside our brain. So once we understood that students all will not be the same, there will be the different from each and every students. Analyze them. All the students will be successful. There is no bad student, there is no good student. Psychologically, if you say there is no bad student, there is no student. If they get a chance, they will come out. If they are studying or not, it doesn't matter. There are a lot of people succeeded even though they don't have the basic education. So not necessary to focus on the people, but focus on the people to how they are, where they are intelligent, how we can treat them. We are all the doctors. We need to give the medicine treatment to the person who need, not the healthy person. When we keep this in our mind, tune our brain, look into the brain, and mind your mind. This is my end of session. Any questions you can ask. Thank you very much, Bhagiraj.
So there is a question, sir, from one of our participants, that is something which provides help or support that is needed for success or survival. For example, a rope used for saving the life of someone, such as someone who has fallen into water.
Okay. Read the question again.
Something which provides help or support that is needed for success or survival.
Of course, sometimes see most of the people say it is needed always. So the support is necessary, but always don't expect the support. See, try to be take full efforts from your side. If it is needed, then definitely you will get the support. If you like by the people, there are a lot of people will support. The support will come automatically. You need not ask. If you are going on the right way, there are many people to support you. If you see your life, there are many people supported you already. I don't say it is needed, but it will come automatically. Sometimes it is needed. If it is needed, take it. So support is necessary. It is not always. but sometimes it is needed. Sometimes teamwork is necessary. So I'm not most of the time team is necessary. Team, if you have a team, you are having the support, because we need support only. We need support, we need team. In certain work it is not necessary. If you are capable of handling the certain work, if you are handling things alone, means it is not necessary. But if you need it, if it is necessary, take it. Nothing wrong in it.
Thank you, sir. In another question, sir, what is the best way to maintain mental health?
Mm, mental health, it is very simple actually. Say, keep your brain always active. Forget about the words depression, I am mood out, I'm not well, the negative words. Don't use stress. Forget about all the negative words, but don't use stress. I'm stressed, I'm depressed, I'm not in the mood. Forget about all these things. Keep active. When you keep active, you are getting more many messages inside, which is necessary for that every minute. When you have a many all the messages positively or productively. See, I am doing the whole day, I am doing some process, means you are focusing on that particular process. You are doing something, means that related messages only you are going to take inside your brain. Then your neurons are always focusing on the good messages. That means normal messages also, it is a good messages for you, which will not affect you. There are a lot of information which coming from outside. If you are not doing anything, then automatically you need to focus on the some other people. Then they may give some negative information that will hurt you. Then there is a negative emotions, stimulation, and it will go. It will make you to down your energy. Then automatically your mental health go down. So make always engaged person. It is a good life. It is a good life. There is a psychology called positive psychology. That is different topic. In that topic, the one process says it is totally uh, we have to engage ourselves and take information. Not necessary to focus and take information. Once we are involved in some engagement, some process, some execution, automatically the message goes to you inside your brain, which you are doing. That is productive message. The productive message always keeps you fine. This is called positive. In the positive psychology, Martin Seligman. There is a person called Martin Seligman. He processed this 20 years back. Before that, actually 60 years in psychology, they process only this negative area. See, if you are not well, I am giving treatment. If you are depressed, I am giving treatment. This fellow only converted. It is not a replacement of the old psychology. It is a supplement for the new psychology. That is, it is not necessary to focus on that area. Just make yourself happy. To make yourself happy, you enjoy. Once you want to enjoy, then you have to process your everyday work or keep yourself engaged. Once you are engaged, then you are taking more productive message and positive message. That message will always keep you healthy. So you'll be mentally healthy. It is not necessary to do anything specifically. You keep yourself always engaged in the productive way. Clear?
Yes, sir. So there is another question, sir. Why did you emphasize 100 percentage but not 0 percentage? If it's neither positive nor negative, then why cannot it be zero?
See, when I am thinking zero, I'm going for a negative side. Why should I go negative side? When I think 100, I just want for a maximum things. I want to enjoy my life. So I want 100%. So I want the positive side. So I'm taking positive side. If you want zero, you are going on the downside. Why you are making your downside travel to downside zero side? Not necessary. If you want zero, you can take it, but your thinking will differ. Go to maximum side. Go to positive side.
Thank you, sir. If you can speak, you can influence. If you influence, you can change lives. Thank you, sir, for influencing our mental health by your thought-provoking words. As we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. So I request Dr. S. Meenakshi Sundaram, Associate Professor, Department of Microbiology, Coordinator, CRD SNMV CAS, to propose a vote of thanks.
Thank you. I did a seminar in your college actually very long back, 10 years back. Anybody knows me? I did seminar on web development. I don't know the exact period. Maybe 10 years back, I think. I remember. Anybody knows me? Then just say I want. Hi. It's okay. You can proceed, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Good evening to all. Gratitude creates the most wonderful feeling. It can strengthen friendships and it makes us better men and women. It's my honor to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. First of all, I would like to thank our chief guest, Mr. Stephen Raj, Director at Park, Chennai, for accepting our invitation and sharing his expertise in this faculty development program. Thank you, sir. I wish to thank our management for their support and encouragement in the organization of this program. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to our principal, Dr. P. Subramani, for his enormous support in the organization of this program. Thank you, sir. I wish to thank Faculty Development Cell, Center for Research and Development, and the Institution's Innovation Council for organizing this 8-day faculty development program. I take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to all the heads of department, staff members, and participants for their support and cooperation. Once again, I thank everyone present here for sharing this special moment with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
An announcement for the participants. I invite all the participants to join for the 7th-day faculty development program of Sri Nehru Mahavidyalaya College of Arts and Science on the topic A Way for Good Teacher by Wing Commander Dr. A. Balachandran, Deputy Director, Corporate Relations, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Amrita Nagar, Etimadai on 22nd November 2021, Monday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I also request the participants to kindly do fill the links of feedback forms today's session. Thank you all.
Bakiraj, are you there?
So thank you, sir.
Thank
Yes.
you, Bakiraj.
Thanks a lot, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot, sir.
Shall I close the session?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.